Hello, Randy here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Arkansas here. Since last episode, finished killing the last of the weeds here on our fields and then slept through the night here a couple times. We're now into the month of July here, and checking the map, looks like our wheat field here is ready to harvest. So we're going to get started on that here this episode. And then along with that, I wanted to make note here real quick. If we go to, yes, this screen right here. I don't know why, but I hired a worker on field 17 to spray the weeds. And he missed some. I don't know what was up with that. But why is the hired worker like missing? Like you can see the fields I did. I went like, there's nothing missing on these fields. However, field 17 here and oh, actually, you know what? 16, too, for that matter, because I think I hired a worker on this field, too. Yeah, there's, like, weeds still on these fields. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. But if you hire a worker to spray weeds, they seem to miss some. So that's definitely not cool. Don't know why. But anyway, let's get the combine out here. Looks like we need to move a truck here first, though. And we'll start harvesting here. Maybe we should spend some of that 1.5 million here on a new combine. Maybe get something a little bigger. We're only running a was it S7 770 or 770 here at the moment, something like that. Don't know that I need 3 trucks over. That seems a little excessive. Let's leave that there for the moment. Well, yeah, I guess I'll leave that there. Okay, combine. Here's what I tab through the equipment. Wow, literally every single piece of equipment I could tab through to get back to this one. Okay. If I would have known that, I could have just tabbed backwards and I've been right to it. I should like looking at like getting like the vehicle switcher mod again or something like that. I mean, used to be ran that mod quite a bit back in Farming Simulator, was it 17 and 15 days, I think? And then, yeah, I think it was like Farming Sim in 19, I don't know, just never really used it a whole lot, and yeah, haven't really used it since. But yeah, back in Farming Simulator 15, and I think it was Farming Simulator 17 as well, but always used to run the vehicle switcher mod there. And basically that mod let you put your vehicles into groups. And then made it a little bit easier to like tab to them, right? So you'd have like a couple of vehicles in each group, and then you could tab through them inside of that group. You know, rather than just tabbing through everything, kind of like what we just did. That one, kind of a nice mod. Just I don't know. I just have not used it here in the more recent versions of Farming Simulator. My typical ways of doing it was I use groups 1 through 5 for the tractors, and I kind of always like to kind of group them in. Okay, you know, group 1's the 100 horsepower tractor, group 2's the 200, you know, 300, 400, you know, so on and so forth, right? Group 6, I believe I usually made the combines, and then you know that lets you 7, 8, 9, and 0 or 10. Yeah, relatively useful mod. Like I said, I don't know if that mod exists here in Farming Simulator on 25 or not. I haven't used it, obviously, and used it back in 22 there either, and I don't believe I used it in 19 either, so. Speaking of mods, I was kind of looking through the mod list there to see if there was anything that piqued my interest. Didn't really see a whole lot, so I'm like, well, nothing good today to download, I guess. I always like to check that every so often. And speaking of mods, by the way, I get this comment every so often. In the past, Evan, I always used to have a mod list. I don't have a mod list anymore, Evan. So for those of you who wonder what mods I have and where they came from, I don't have a mod list. But as for where the mods came from, like 99% of them came from the official Farming Simulator mod on that one. So if you see a mod I'm running and you want it, probably on the mod. Download it right in the game. I will have to like try to like slowly improve upon that process here as well, especially when it comes to multiplayer. It's nice if you use mods from from the mod hub on your multiplayer server. Then when you go to join that server, you can download them right in the game, right through Giant's mod hub download, basically. Yeah, it works pretty good usually. Same thing if you got to update mods, all that good stuff. Of course, that unfortunately only works though for mods that are on the mod. I don't know why Giants can't make this work for other mods as well, but I guess they rely on their mod hub to download mods rather than, you know, they've got a multiplayer server, have multiplayer server served mods. That makes sense to me, but what do I know, right? I turned down the combine here just a little. I just noticed, like, wow, combine seems a little loud here. Oh, yes, running the John Deere S770 here. I couldn't remember if it was an S7770 or an S7700, right? Yes, S7700, I believe would be the size. Because, yeah, John Deere's new combine names there. Be curious to see what they pick for the next one, right? Yeah, S7. And actually, I don't think this actually goes down to 700, does it? Yeah, in the game here, we just have 800, 850, and at 900. As far as I know, I believe there's also 700 and 600 as well, I think. Seems like you don't see quite as many as those size combines around. At least around where I live, I mean, a lot of times see like what I would call the 80 series or the 800 series. See some of the 90, 900 series as well. And then also sometimes like the 70, 700 series there. So a Class 7 machine, Class 8 machine, and a Class 9 machine. Don't know if I've seen much in the way of X9s around. I know up at the dealership, I've definitely seen them. Ooh, I see some rain. Is this rain on here? Rain, is it? Say it is. I don't see rain. I do see we got rain up in the forecast there, but just happened to notice. I'm looking at the back of the pipe ground. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Why does the pipe look like it's wet? I presume if it would be raining, I mean, it should be warning us, I think, right? Hopefully. Obviously, I'm gonna prefer not to harvest in the rain here. That does definitely negatively impact our yield very badly. Speaking of which, I should probably go get a grain cart. I just realized how full we are here. Oh, let's see. Grain cart. I think the 8RX. Yeah, the 8RX is actually parked right in front of them. Let's grab, we'll grab the J&M here. That'll work. And we'll head back out to the field here. We'll get auto drive set up. And then we should probably get a truck headed that way as well. And I'll have to make sure I move that other truck out of the way. Well, actually, you know what? No, that truck actually I think can stay there. That is the loading area. Or is it the unloading area of one? Depends which way you're looking at it, I guess. If you're looking at it from the truck's perspective, it is the loading. If you're looking at it from the grain silo's perspective, it is the unloading, right? Oh, yeah, and I need auto drive. There we go. So field 16 tractor wait, field 16 tractor unload. And I suppose I probably should bring it to the rest of the way into the field. Let's go, well, you know what, since from here, we'll go fix the combine here a minute. Field 16 tractor wait, there we go. And let's go get the trucks out of the way. Or at least get the truck going. Ooh, you know what I might need to move out of the way, though, is that potato harvester. Oh, and I might have to move that truck, too, because that, yeah, the back of that truck is, like, swung way over. Okay, so we're going to load at field 16. Grain mill unload. Actually, you know what? Let's go check. Can we take it straight to the grain mill? Because if we can, I mean, might as well, right? Grain mill. Yes. Wow. I probably should have been paying closer attention to that. The grain mill is completely out of wheat. And it's not like we're out of wheat. I believe we have Yeah, we actually got a fair amount. 237,000 liters of wheat there yet, so should be good. We'll just turn you on. Let's go move the potato harvester. I think this will actually be our first time actually driving this machine. Up until this point, I believe we've just left this here. We'll go park it in the line up here with the rest of the equipment. And I'm sure everyone's looking forward to using the potato harvester here this fall here in the game. Probably another couple episodes here. I'm not exactly sure when. Depends when the potatoes are ready to harvest in regard to the rest of the crops we have that are planted. So, oh, and let's move this truck here as well. Why are you stuck, really? No idea. Yeah, if this truck wasn't swung out so far, I think we probably could have left it there, but we will go ahead and move it here for now. Wow, talking about a slow backup speed. Figured I'd just back it up back into the bunker here, which should keep it out of the way. No hurry backing up here now, though, apparently. Take your time. Okay, just leave that there. That should be good. Back to the combine. And let's make sure we put the pipe out here, because we're going to need to unload, like, now. Apparently the grain car is not drawn in from this distance. I can't see him over there. At least I think I'm looking in the right spot. He should be like over... there he is. I was going to say, he should be over... Can't bring my mouse pointer up. Oh, that's annoying. Should be like right over in this region. There he is. Right there. Perfect. That reminds me, speaking of which, I was checking, so I'm kind of thinking that auto drive is maybe at fault for this one, Evan. I don't know what's going on in my mouse pointer. If anyone else has had this problem, let me know. But like, I can't bring up my mouse pointer with auto drive for some reason. Course play seems to work. I can bring up the mouse pointer with course play, but I can't for auto drive. And unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be an update, so I didn't check course play. I don't know, maybe course play has an update of them, but I did check auto drive. There, at least I think I have the most recent version, 3.0.0.6, and that was, I believe what was available on the website was the same version, 3.0.0.6. So, like I said, I didn't check course play though, so maybe course play has a newer version. But yeah, I don't know what went wrong. Used to be my mouse pointers work just fine, but that's probably going on, what, 3 weeks ago now, maybe? For some reason, all of a sudden, it just stopped working, and yeah, super annoying. Might have to maybe, like, try going into the controls and just, like, I don't know, reset them or something. I want, like, something happened. I don't know what, but... Speaking of resetting controls, that does remind me, at least in Farming Simulator 25, I haven't had to go in and like reconfigure my controls at all yet that I recall. They've pretty much stayed where they are supposed to. That always used to be a problem in previous versions of the game. Seems like the controls were always like reverting themselves. You'd set something custom for whatever reason, and the next thing you know, it was like, nope, something else. Yes, I knew that was going to happen. I don't know why, but Auto drive does that every time. Super annoying. Oh. What happened? That's weird. Think I broke it, Evan. Attack. Okay. Do it this way then. There we go. Strange. No idea what that view is about, Evan. But I guess I can at least use click switch to switch between the equipment. But apparently getting out of the combine. Actually, you know what? Real quick here. If I go back to the tractor. Can I get out of the tractor and is it fine? No. Why is it when so I can't move at all, but I don't know why. Like, I completely, like, it's like the game's froze up there. Okay, well. New problems to be had. New problems to be had. I don't know why. Like, what did I do? I haven't done anything, I don't think. Maybe I definitely should get in here and, like, reset the controls or something. That's what I get for looking at the controls. It's like, ooh, let's mess with them. Something else, I think, wrong with the mouse or something. That one there. Definitely not right. And let's double check, make sure our truck is waiting over here for us. It is. Good. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely looking at this combine. I'm like, looking at the combine, looking at the $1.5 million. The problem is, I don't know if we upgrade the combine, there's going to go the $1.5 million because, well, maybe not quite the full 1.5, but there's probably going to be like $1 million here. You know, we go with like a John Deere X9 1100. There goes $750,000. Throw $200,000 head on the front of that combine, and bam, no money left. Not that we really need to have any money left, because I'm not sure what else we're going to spend it on, but yeah, when harvesting a field this big, it would be kind of nice to have a larger combine. For our little small soybean fields, doesn't really matter, right? But for this field, feels like a bigger combine would be nice. Anyway, let's head over to the comment section here a moment and see what you folks had to say here for last episode. Reminder again, always enjoy reading all your comments, so if you got something to say, throw it down below. Don't forget, too, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, always very much appreciated. As always, if you like the video, click that thumbs up icon there as well. And if you'd like to join us on our multiplayer servers, you can find our multiplayer server information down below in the description there. Anyone's welcome to join as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules. And starting off with the first comment here from Zachary. Zachary was saying legend. Well, hey, thank you very much for that. I don't know if I can quite go that far, but hey, always appreciated. Christopher was saying a good video and keep it up, baby April. Speaking of baby April, she is, well, she's around here somewhere, everyone. She's not right in the room here at the moment, but you folks probably heard her here a few moments ago. She was in, and then she was back out again. You know, she's running all over the place having fun, so. You know, now that she can walk and she's a little more mobile, she don't want dad anymore. She just go run all over the place, do what she wants, right? You know, dad's boring, just playing some stuffy old game here, you know, farming or whatever, you know, nonsense here. Yep. Let's see what's here. Next comment here from Damon. Damon was saying, hi, good video as normal. Thank you very much for that. To create a bigger rice field, you have to do it in sections. So that when you get to the maximum length, instead of creating a corner, you just carry on along the same side, then keep going as big as you want. I've done it this way on a 4X map, and I know a few others have. Hope that makes sense. I think I know what you're getting at there, Damon, and I think I did try that. So for those who remember when I should have put the pipe out. Crap. Okay, well, we're waiting for the grain cart here. So when I did these two fields, everyone, and like I said, I think I understand what Damon is saying here. Created at a corner, start, in the corner there, and then you got, to the max length, I think it was. So max length, like somewhere in here. So I clicked here, rather than going down, I went like, okay, I'll go all the way over here. Another max length, which I think was like in here somewhere. And then another one to get to the corner. And then I went like, what? I don't know, however far down I went this way. But then it told me, there's another error message. It's too big or something like that. So going this way, you hit the max length. Okay, so, create another segment or whatever you'd call it, going this way. And then you go that way again, and yeah. Ooh, speaking of which, I need to water the rice fields here this episode. I did not do that here yet. I believe July is the last month I need it, right? Or is June the last month? I guess we'll find out. Can't get out of the combine right at the moment, though, because if I get out, then that'll stop the course, or not course, but auto drive from unloading us. And I'd preferably like to get unloaded. Okay. Really? You're still running yet? Oh, yeah. Okay, as soon as I put the pipe away, yeah. That's what I was waiting for. Driver, can I calculate path? Okay, get you back on the field here. Curious to see if my mouse pointer and stuff is still locked up yet. If I get out, yeah, definitely still locked up. And in fact, I don't think... Okay, so I can move my mouse around here. That's weird. Let me just hit the save here just in case. Interesting. I might have really broke it here, everyone. Yeah, that's not the usual error message, Evan. Something is definitely broken here, everyone. And it is, like, repeating, too. I don't know if you see when I kind of try to, like, open and close it here. It is definitely going through something there. Well, I guess I shouldn't have done that because I definitely broke it now. Now I'm, like, yeah, I'm stuck. I cannot tab. It used to be tab worked, everyone. I can't get back to the menu. Okay, we'll be back, Evan. We'll definitely have to fix it this time because it is locked up. Wow. Okay, we are back, Evan, and I just wanted to show you folks that, yeah, apparently that save I tried to do apparently did not take. You folks remember all this? Yep, we just did this here, I don't know, what, 10, 15 minutes ago here in the video. Obviously, I've got the game loaded back up here again. Got to get the trucks moved back around, trucks started. I presume the grain cart, yeah, grain cart hasn't moved either. So basically from the point I got out of the combine here, that is where, yeah, I don't know what happened, but something definitely broke there. We should double check here. Yeah, no, we're good at the moment. Okay, that's good. I definitely did not line that truck up as nice as I did the first time, did I? No, well, not gonna worry about it. We need to switch this around. Field 16 truck weight. Yeah, we're gonna leave all that the same. Grab the 8RX here. You know what I should do, Evan? Let's swing out past our rice fields here. And see if they need any water. Wouldn't know why we need any water. I mean, we just finished like with the month of June. It was just raining and raining and hailing and raining and hailing and raining some more. So it was, yeah, okay, so we got one more month yet. I believe July is the last month. Quick way of doing it, just drive around them, right? That one. And then the last one way over on the other end of the field here, unfortunately. This reminds me, I gotta look and see if I got the fast walk mod. I know I had it, that one, but it definitely is either not working or something with the controls, which again goes back to maybe I should like reset the controls here. I know I do have a couple of custom controls, especially for auto drive, for opening it. I don't remember why again, but there was some sort of conflict there with auto drive opening. I had to switch it around to something else. It's not like we're too far from our wheat field here. And then, yeah, I don't yeah, I guess the combine hasn't drawn back in, but we're still way back in the corner there, Evan. Obviously, when I paused the video there to reload the game, Evan, after whatever happened there, we were, what, I don't know, probably 3/4 of the way around the field. Well, now we're 1/4 of the way around the field, I guess, or something like that, probably. Okay, flood that one. And then, oh, we need to switch this around yet too. Field 16 tractor wait, field 16 tractor unload. Should be good. And did I switch the combine already? Guess I'll find out. Yeah, there you can see the combine back there. Like I said, where we first unloaded, that is where we currently are. Nope, I have not switched the combine yet. Tractor wait. Okay, there we go. Put the pipe out. And then I'm just going to pause the video here again in a moment, Evan, because you folks kind of already seen this. We'll pause and we'll come back here once we got a little more harvesting going. Okay, well, we're back here again. Finally, about where we left off here from, like, the clip before the game crashed or whatever happened. There was something definitely locked up as far as the controls were concerned, that is for sure. I don't think the game itself was maybe necessarily locked up. I mean, I think the game was maybe actually still, like, running yet, but just we couldn't control it. So, yeah, it doesn't play so well when you can't control it, right? But anyway, it's working good here now. At least it seems to be anyway. You know, I can get out of the combine, walk around. It's not all locked up. Same thing in the grain cart there as well. Tab it around. We can open up the stuff. You know, maybe we'll stop now. Maybe we won't open up anything up on here while we're recording, just in case. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe looking at the controls caused that. I might have to try that here when I'm done recording. I'm just open up the control screen again. Just see once if that causes it to break here or not. If that breaks again, then it's like, ooh, there's definitely something in the controls that is not good or not right. Anyway, I'm looking at time. I think with that, we're going to wrap it up here this episode. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Until next time.